Thanks very much. Well, we're very fortunate. Well, it might be time just to take a sit down and just try and chill out a little bit. The great Mahela, Joe Vodana. What a day, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you. It is a fantastic day. I think credit to the boys. They've played some really good cricket. Enjoyed the last 8 months or so non-stop, but a lot of trophies won. So we're enjoying our cricket. So to be part of that group, it's fantastic.
How'd you go waking up this morning? No, it's your last day of Test cricket.
I actually woke up for the thunder. It was lightning. So I thought there might not be any cricket. But yeah, luckily the weather cleared up. It was fantastic. Yeah, I've had those emotions in the last few weeks. Obviously, I knew this day would come in once I made that call. But today was a day that when I walked out of the room, I said, that's it. I'm done. It's emotional. It's I don't know how it feels. Probably hit me after a few days later, but today I'm going to enjoy it. We won a series, we won a test match, some great performances. The fans have been fantastic and everything. So just take it all in and get on with it.
Well, you've batted on this pitch here, on this ground and made more runs on this ground than anyone. It's you're going to miss it?
I will. I'll definitely miss it, but I probably might come and play a few club games for the club next season, depending on my schedule, just to say thank you to the club and the boys. It's a great bunch of lads who I grew up with in this club. So, it's a fantastic setup here. I really enjoyed it, the president, to the members, everybody. So, it's a great wicket to bat on. Yeah. It's a great test wicket, and thoroughly enjoyed it.
I thought the most touching moment for me was the time you actually hugged your dad.
It is. I think he's been with me throughout my career. I think, we made a lot of tough decisions together as a teenager and a youngster, and my mum as well. Yeah. Both of them, took me for practices day in and day out. Made sure I wasn't too burdened by all this, but gave me the freedom to grow up to be a great cricketer. So, a lot of credit should go to them. I've always taken advice from them till to date. They've been behind me every step of the way. So I'm glad that they could watch my last game. They've enjoyed with their family and friends. So it'll be a bit more emotional, but I think, both of them are really happy.
What were the major keys, you think, of your game that made you so successful?
I think it's just to keep it very simple. It's about, as a batsman, it's about scoring runs, try and back your ability, try and improve on certain things which you think you need to improve, and stick to that and have confidence in executing that. And I've kept it really simple. I'm naturally a bit of an aggressive batsman, so I haven't changed from that. But along the way, made few adjustments with my temperament, with my game plan and all that. But the technique and everything else is something that I've always had, and I've just kept improving on that. But not to complicate the game. I think it's a great game to enjoy, as long as you don't complicate it. So just keep it real simple.
Don Bradman once said that you're only as great as the great players around you. And you've had a ripper, a great one next year, Kumar Sangakkara. How much has he been part of your development as a cricketer and as a batsman?
A huge part. I think we've discussed cricket as soon as we got together in way back in 2000. We just kept talking about how other players have adjusted their game, how we can improve on certain conditions and move on. But he's really pushed the envelope in terms of how a batsman should model his game, and has helped me a lot as well. The thinking part of it, and how he goes about it. Having conversations with him is always a healthy thing, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm just not Kumar. I think I've been blessed with having a lot of good cricketers like Murali in the ranks. Him as a bowler, how he thinks, has helped me quite a bit. Like guys like Aravind, Arjuna, Roshan. I grew up in that caliber of players, so I was very much blessed and learned a lot from all that. But I think you spot on with Sangha, having him next to me, and us going through all the good times and bad times have helped a lot.
You've won a lot of things as a cricketer, being captain of your country. Winning a World Cup will just about be the icing on the cake. You got a team, you got a squad that's good enough to win this World Cup.
Yeah, we do. We've always believed in our ability, and that's how we go into all the big tournaments, and that's probably why we've been very successful. So we just need to go with that same kind of attitude, have a good game plan, and try and execute that. And yeah, I mean, we've achieved so many things. We've won so many things. A World Cup would be brilliant, but that's not in the world, I guess. You just need to go out and enjoy that challenge. It'll be a great place to play the World Cup, New Zealand and Australia. We get a good crowd support as well, so we'll enjoy that. I think it'll be a last big push for a few of our boys, and we will give everything we've got.
How does Australia finishes a test match when they win it, and a test series, and a great win by Sri Lanka here by singing underneath the Southern Cross. Do the Sri Lankans have anything like that to celebrate tonight?
We'll definitely have. Probably a bit different setup, but we'll get together, freshen up, in the hotel, go back. They probably have one song. Our boys, once they start singing, it'll be early hours in the morning. So, yeah, we'll have good celebrations. I think they've got, I'm sure, one to celebrate with my retirement as well. So I think, we'll have few today and enjoy it.
I know record's never been a big thing. It's about winning for you. But, you just missed by a smidgen of averaging 50. I know it's not really a big thing, but is it really?
Not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of numbers, but it's a disappointing that I missed out on it, because it was a challenge for me to try and get that as well in this test match, but I fell short. But that's how life goes. You try and achieve certain things, you fell short, but my attitude was to try and get there, but it didn't happen. But I have no regrets. I've enjoyed my cricket. I've enjoyed the way I've gone about it, and it's something that I missed out on, but everything else I've achieved. I will have good fond memories.
You faced some scary bowlers over your time and some great spinners. Who's the ones that are going to give you? Got a couple of grey hairs there. Who's the ones that cause the most grey hairs in your career?
Well, I think I'm fortunate to play with 3-4 different generations, but when I came into the side, obviously Wasim was a handful. It's just tough. I mean, it wasn't probably his peak, but still he had the pace, he had the variety, he think a batsman very quickly. So I was in my early teens, was a bunny against Wasim, obviously, but I've learned a lot batting against him. Played a few games against Glenn McGrath. I thought he was a fantastic bowler. Warney, I played a few games as well against him, few test matches. Haven't had the opportunity to play that much cricket against him, but a great competitor. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But probably later on, guys like Jimmy Anderson, Swan, guys like Anil Kumble, Harbhajan, all these guys have been fantastic. Daniel Vittori, the New Zealand left arm. So I've enjoyed my cricket. It's been tough challenges, but that's what we crave for, those kind of situations, to go out and challenge yourself. And sometimes you come out good, sometimes you don't, but enjoy every bit of it.
In my day, I really learned a lot of watching Alan Border and Viv Richards, Java Me and Dad, Sonny Gavaskar, the guys I've learned so much. Sitting in slip, sometimes when you get out of slips and sit in the covers, who's some of the guys that you thought, some of the batsmen you thought, wow, they're just unbelievable?
I grew up watching a lot of videos of those guys as well. For me, I think, Viv probably the ultimate guy whose dominance, probably took care of a lot of the tough situations for him. But the guys like Sachin and Brian, I've had a great generation of cricketers. Steve, Ricky, Jacques, grew up playing with them as well. So tend to admire all those guys. I've had some homegrown talent guys like Aravinda and Kumar as well. So it's been amazing. I've learned a lot from all these players, and have been really good competitive cricket. I think that's the best thing you should enjoy, is about competing against these top guys and enjoying that challenge, and at the same time learning from them, having a good conversation about the game. I think the game's bigger than everyone else. It'll keep evolving, and we're just humble enough to be part of that.
You finished with the second most catches ever in Test cricket, underneath just a couple underneath Rahul Dravid, unfortunately. What's your secret? Why have you just got great hands? Where did you like fielding most?
I grew up fielding in slips even when I was at school. The thing is, you need to enjoy fielding. I think you know that as well. I think that's something that I've really enjoyed it. As a batsman, you tend to contribute. I used to bowl a lot, but I had to give up later on. And I felt like, the fielding is another way of me contributing to the team, and try and be as good as I can be and work really hard at it. So the concentration is a big factor. Obviously, fielding at slips, it helps me to develop my concentration as a batsman as well. So it has been great. I think, it's about contributing to the team. Rahul messaged me yesterday as well and wished me. But he's a fantastic slips fielder. There are quite a few guys who I admire, like guys like Ricky and Jack as well. So very humble to be part of that group. It's just like enjoying fielding is the most important thing for me.
The spirit of the game has been brilliant over the last year, particularly the way you've gone about it. I've always enjoyed your batting, but also the way you've carried yourself, even through a couple of ugly times, but you've been brilliant. The spirit of the game, how important is it to you? And for the future, how are you going to spread the good spirit, the wonderful spirit of the great game of cricket?
Well, I think you need to play tough cricket. I think, on the field, you probably have a few heated arguments with some of the boys, and it's all healthy arguments. But off the field, it's about, going and acknowledging the fact that, you had a good game of cricket and show that spirit that, it's been fantastic. So I'm one of those old fan guys, who like with the opposition and enjoy that moment. But on the field, I'm very competitive, and I will, try and say a few things to get under the skin of the opposition guys, but in a very healthy way. It's just that that's how you should, play the game. I think, it's just try and make sure you understand where that line, the boundary is, where you can't cross, and until that point, you just enjoy it. That's all part of the game, and I've enjoyed. Like I said, I've met so many good cricketers, so many good people. I still have good friendships with all these guys, and I tend to continue to do that because that's the beauty of the game, and that's what we get to enjoy as cricketers, meeting new people and having good friendships.
You still got up to the World Cup, of course, lots of international cricket still to go. You've got, of course, England, New Zealand tour, etc. But the future for you in cricket, would you like to coach? Would you like to be involved with youngsters in development groups here in Sri Lanka? Where do you see yourself, mate? I might be a bit early, but have you thought about this?
Well, obviously the thought processes do carry me through that whole range of opportunities, but I think I don't know whether I have the patience to be a coach. It's a tough job, and it'll be the same lifestyle as well. It's going to be tough, but definitely try and contribute to the game. That's very important, especially to Sri Lankan cricket. So I'll get involved with the junior cricketers, the junior setups, not as a coach, but in a way to try and develop them, guide them through situations, and help the team as well, even the national team for that matter. But coaching, I don't know. I don't think, honestly, I have patience for that. But I haven't really thought so far ahead because, like you said, I have 8 months of cricket, which is very important for me, international cricket, and then maybe a bit more fun cricket, and just tape it off slowly. I don't think you can just stop playing cricket straight away, but I'll see. I mean, there'll be things on my plate. I just need to make sure I make the right choices.
Well, mate, you've been an absolute superstar of the game. You've left us wanting more from you, and we'll get some more from you in all the ODIs coming up, of course, and I reckon you're half a sniff to win a World Cup. Congratulations on a brilliant career, mate, and from not just Sri Lankan fans, but for fans all around the world. Great job.
Thank you, Dino. Thanks, man. Cheers. Appreciate that.